Bonsoir, everyone. Thank you for introduction, although I don't understand. But I'm very happy and honored to be here. Actually, it's a belated lecture. I was supposed to be here 4 years ago, right? But due to COVID, so it was like until now. But the good thing is I can show some more our recent works. Um, so this lecture, I give a title, The Odyssey of TAO. TAO is our firm's name, Trace Architecture Office. This is our office in Beijing, in the art district called Caochangdi. The compound was initiated by Ai Weiwei, the Chinese artist. So this is our office, and this is our team. We're a team with kind of very young team with about 20 people. This is a drawing I made many years ago. I think the design, the architecture for me, it really starts from the moment that you go outside the familiar world of the daily life. Like when you go to some like gap or space in outside the familiar world, I think then the inspiration comes from this absence. So this is a collage I made as well. So I think the awareness of being in the space really depends on what you see and how you see, and being inside or outside. But the inspiration starts from the unknown and the absence, the moment. So I made this drawing on the left. It's kind of inspired by this idea, and I found the resonance from Gordon Matta Clark, the artist work, like penetrating the existing building with the holes. Also, I found in the Chinese garden, Liu Yuan in Suzhou, of this similar imagination. And for me, architecture really starts from questioning. While Carlos Scarpa questioned the essence of the stair, and I found the similar phenomena in Yellow Mountain in China, and you can see on the right. And while Marcel Duchamp questioned the condition of the door being open or closed as a sort of ambiguous condition. And well, Louis Kahn believed the architecture comes from the making of a room as an essence. Well, Arcade Zoom questioned the essence and more embraced the indeterminism while thinking about the city. It's a very interesting to think about this dialectical relationship in architecture about the essence and uncertainty. And also, Fain talk about a platform is a building, and when this Walter de Maria's land art, like miles long in the desert, I think architecture is really about the place and intervention. And also in the ancient China, we see this in the painting, that the space made of bamboo, and this ancient cliff dwelling near Beijing, it's carved on the mountain, so it's all space is carved out of the rock. So I feel the architecture is also about the atmosphere and the tectonic. And most of our practice are in China, and you can see China, it's almost the same scale as Europe. It's having a big variety of local condition. So in traditional time, we have a very different type of housing, like this sunken patio house in a very dry region, Henan, and the pilotis housing in the south, rainy weather. and also the 土楼, like this housing of the social structure for defending. And for the past 40 years, China is under this very fast urbanization. And what you see is it's totally different question and different phenomena with this high density urban development and kind of eliminating the locality while producing a more homogeneous condition. So the question is how we in practice like reinterpret the locality for contemporary architecture. So in our practice, a biggest concern is still like how to work with the local technique and materials, and then to translate them into different tectonics in our architectural language. So for today, I chose the representative projects to showcase our thinking and the philosophy for architecture. This is a location map of our projects in China. So first topic is legacy and transformation. It's about how we learn and evolve the legacy and to use in the new practice. So the first project is a museum, a small museum we designed in a village in the southwest of China, Yunnan, Tengchong. This is a village with a long tradition of handcraft paper making with 400 years history. And to make a museum at the entrance of the village is sort of like a micronized village. So museum as a village, also as a showcase of this paper making tradition. So this building is really about like working with traditional local construction technique, like this timber structure and 榫卯, we call it, like a mortise tenon joint system using timber structure and working with the local builders. So this is the structural model, and this is the massing. You can see the sort of like a cluster of different volumes. And this is finished building. All materials are local, like timber, volcanic stone, and bamboo. It consists of galleries and bookstores and classroom and also guest rooms. The section. This is inside. So using a timber structure and the paper they made. And this is the construction process. You can see it's very interesting, like all builders are from local. They're actually also farmers and with very traditional ceremony, and this is the process. The lots of traditional way, the technique for building this contemporary building. And this is the roof using bamboo. The next project is in Fujian, southeast of China. We built this bamboo raft factory. The bamboo raft is for the tourism in the Wuyishan region, like this. And traditionally, it's a process for making the raft, like to burn the bamboo and bend it, and then to assemble them into the raft. So the task is to build a new factory building for this raft making. This is the project model. You can see actually it has several buildings This is storage building, and this is the making building of workshop and the office building. Mainly talk about the finished the workshop building. Basically, it's an industrial building. So this is the model showing the large span of this space with this concrete structure having a 11-meter span for holding the raft making process. And on the facade, we use this local like hollow concrete block for the ventilation. And this plan and section shows the sequence of the raft making. So the bamboo comes into the this space, and then you burn the tail of the bamboo, and then burn the head as a two sequence, and then to assemble them, and then the finished raft comes out. So as a loop of the making sequence. This is the facade. This is the inside. You can see the concrete structure space, and with this hollow concrete block for the ventilation. And this is burning spot for to bend the bamboo. And some details. So this wall is also integrating the furniture and also ventilation and so on. So different part of the space also has different the section. But this building was finished in 2014, 10 years ago, and it was very interesting that I visited 1 year ago, and to my surprise, I found that this making now is totally changed. Now they're not using the real bamboo, instead, currently they use the what is it called, fiberglass to imitate the bamboo. So then the building was also renovated, and you can see it becomes totally different thing. So I felt the interesting thing is that all this traditional technique and the craftsmanship, it's also under the transforming depending on the overall condition of the society and ecology and economy. So it's kind of like it's always under evolution. And the next project, it's a bookstore we did in also in Fujian, in a village. It is a existing. Actually, it's a ruins of a traditional house, only with 3 rammed earth wall left. So we're designing in this existing condition. This is the building finished. So you see from outside almost nothing changed. So everything is inside. So that's the idea. Working with these walls, we designed a double structure of a concrete and a steel. It's a concrete cantilever structure, like a bird, and a steel umbrella. So 2 structures, they make these layers and defined the periphery by the rammed earth wall, so forming a introspective space. And this long section, it's kind of a reinterpretation of traditional house. So like this pitched roof supported by this steel column like we call this 马头墙, horse head wall. So it works with this pitched roof. So you can see this in the new design. It also suggests this relationship. And in tradition, this pitched roof, so the rain collects in the patio. And in the new design, we designed this 4 like channels, rainwater channels, also function as a bracing for the steel structure. So the rainwater goes like this and comes to the concrete roof and goes back. So it's kind of like a new way for this. We call it 四水归堂. It's a kind of very important traditional culture in the housing typology. So this is the model. We can see the ruined walls and the new intervention structure. This is the finished building. In the ground level, you enter and you can go up through this stair. And you always see this a column in the middle of the space. So inside there's this dialogue between the new structure and the old walls with the skylights coming from above. And inside there's a small theater, so it's kind of like a space within the space and creating these layers. And here is a opening, so this steel structure goes out from the concrete to see this vertical relationship. And up to the roof, it becomes a terrace. You can enjoy the view to the outside. So this roof structure, you can see it's made of steel. And this is the channel I just talked about with this pitched concrete roof. Yeah, so this is the finished building from outside. So only one side is like cantilevered with a new form. And then this bookstore is called Avant-Garde Library. It's a brand in China. So through these years, we've been working together for a series of projects. And this is another one we designed in Yunnan. It's a historical city called Weishan with a very long history. So it's the site is just outside this historical city, which is here. And from the urban design, we proposed this rotated square around this very old tree. And this is the Ming Dynasty historical courtyard house with like 500 years history. So the bookstore is like renovate and to make some addition from this traditional building. So this is a overall look of the building finished. This is addition, and this is the tourist center. So this is the bookstore, and this is the urban square, the top view. Basically, we made like two bookshelf, a ton of books, and insert into the existing building. And here we make a addition. And this is the model showing the existing building, the ton of books, and the addition. So thanks to the mild climate of Yunnan, Yunnan is like a spring for all seasons. So there's no need to make this insulation or like enclosure. So the idea is to create this continuity between inside and outside. So you can actually walk around without this boundary between inside and outside. So this tunnel of books actually connects like different parts of the historical courtyard building. And inside the tunnel is a bookshelf. Also works with trees. So it's kind of like merge the inside and outside and also the landscape. And also generate the dialogue between the new and old. And in the middle, it's an outdoor seating as a theater. They can hold some events. And for the addition, which is this part, you can see. Basically, it's a contemporary building with the concrete, but because of the historical regulation, preservation, so the roof can only be in this traditional form. So through the access from the historical building, you go forward and then you enter into this addition part, which is also a theater in the middle. And the second floor becomes a kind of urban balcony facing the street. This is the model. So it's a mixed structure with concrete and steel, and also with the timber roof. And from here you can see the traditional structure and the new addition. This is a axonometric and structural diagram. So here we can see this is the steel beam, and this is the concrete beam, and with this tilted column. This is to help the cantilever at the end. So we did a structural calculation. It's kind of like a very mixed structural system to work with this geometry. And the idea is like also like a concrete volume within a concrete volume, space within the space. So this is the finished space. We can see with this gap, you can see through to the steel structure of the roof. And you go around to this sunken space, which is the display of the bookstore. And this is the upper level, the balcony. And this sunken space with this very transparent to the street, it's kind of like a big cantilever, and with this a column to generate some tension. This is the view from the outside. And overall, like addition and the existing building to meet the urban regulation for historical preservation. This is the view from the square. Some construction photos, so we can see this like pouring the concrete inside this historical building. And the next topic is about sense of place, about horizon and gravity. This is a building we designed in a small island in North China, which is here. This is the original site. It's on a cliff above the sea. This is like a 60 meters cliff. So basically, the idea is to work with this fantastic topography, the cliff, and the cliff create status of the edge. So basically the idea is to create like a horizontal and vertical different relationship with the side, with the sea. So ascending, extend, and descending to create different volumes. So this is a cafe, like a building buried into the ground, and this tower is a living unit going vertically. So to create a very different relationship with the horizon. This sketch showing this idea. This is the finished building. So this cafe buried into the cliff, and at the end creating some cantilever condition, so you can sort of looking down to the ocean. And the plan and section so inside is kind of like space, like being in a cave, going into the inside the mountain, inside the rock, that kind of feeling. And we create some meditation space with a skylight. So this section, you can see this space. The construction photos. And this tower is a living tower for like vertically we create different space. So inside, like at different level, create like different views and different directions to the sea. This is another project in Yunnan. Also work with this bookstore, library avant-garde. It's a new finished building. It's on the mountain of Gaoligong in the Nujiang River Valley. So this is the showing the location, southwest, and this is the Nujiang River Valley and the Gaoligong Mountain. So this is the site. It's on top of a mountain in a village with a very magnificent view to the valley. Because it's at the entrance of the village, so also facing the valley. So the idea is about the access of the village, and also the working with the topography, the terrace to create a view to the valley. So this is the sketch. You can see the section creating different levels with the viewing platform, the terrace. This photo showing the building and the relationship with the main street of the village, and this access to the valley. The view looking from the village, looking from below, going up to the top. This is the entrance of the building. So basically, two parts. Outside, we create this sequence, like open to the like all day, and on the right-hand side is a viewing platform like this. This is the model showing also the section. You can see the inside. There's also a sequence connecting different levels. So here, like the bookstore, the cafe and the bookstore and the small theater at the lower level, inside is connected by this stair. So this is in the axis. We create this viewing platform. Inside, this is the cafe, and lower level, the bookstore. And going down to this gathering space with some skylight. And when this door opened, facing the valley with this fantastic view. There's a short video we can see. This is Lujiang. And next project is in Tibet, also in southwest of China. We worked in that region a lot, actually. This is a winery, Tibetan winery. It's still under construction. This is a very interesting region actually near Shangri-La area of Yunnan, which is here. So it's a very famous wine making region in China, one of the major wine area. And this place in Tibet is called Yanjing. Literally, namely, it's called salt well. So in that region, is Lancangjiang River. Next to the river, they have this like a platform to make the salt with the wind to dry the salt water taken from the well. It's very with over 1,000 years history. Very interesting human settlement. And this is the vineyard of the site. So the site is also on a high plateau, like on the edge of this land, facing the river valley. Very special site. So yeah, this is a bird eye view. So the project is here. This is a site model. So we designed this a sort of like a bow shape, like cantilever from this topography. It's sort of inspired by this salt platform, grow from the cliff. to generate this cantilever, and also the roof becomes a terrace with a view to the horizon. So this is the model and the sketch showing the inside space and with the topography. So underneath this, we made a wine cellar, and inside this is the exhibition and reception, wine tasting, this kind of program. This is a model showing the inside. So here we can see the entrance, and these are the exhibition space. And so on the plan, it goes like a circular loop, and this is a wine tasting area facing the view to the valley. This is some renderings showing the lobby. This is a model showing this exhibition space with the skylight to create a sort of very mysterious atmosphere inside. This is the exhibition space, multimedia space, and some balcony looking to the outside. This stair also connects to the roof, and this is the cellar underneath this the geometry. And the roof becomes the water feature to generate the reflection of the mountain with the views to the valley. This is some views during the construction. This is the cellar space. And this is the exhibition space. We use the red concrete. It's sort of like having a relationship with the surrounding landscape. Inside the exhibition space, stairs, and the wine tasting facing the mountain and the valley. And underneath, you see this the cantilever to generate this so it's on the slope. And we worked in Tibet for another project as well. It's still ongoing. And this is a very special site. It's on the very west of Tibet. And this is Mount Gangrenpoqi, also called Kailash. So we're designing a visitor center for this mountain. This mountain is a very important holy mountain for Buddhism, also for Indian and some other two religions. So every year, a lot of Tibetans and Indians, they come and go around this mountain. We call it 转山 as a sort of religious ritual. So this project, we start from like thinking the meaning of this religious event. Actually, this mountain, why so like worshipped? Actually, because it's like a pyramid. So for me, it's like there's order hidden in this form. So it's really about the relationship between the order and chaos, the eternity and transience, and divinity and humanity. So based on this idea, we're thinking about this circular, with the center and with the path and with this rotation. It's all about the religious meaning of the karma or samsara or reincarnation, this kind of metaphor. So rotation becomes a very key element in this design. So we kind of inspired by this rotation thing. So the form is sort of like spiral going around, and so from the outside and gradually approaching the inside, approaching the middle. So that's the sketch for the concept. So with this spiral, also generate the some serving space, and to define the serving and being served, and also the section we can we propose this leaning wall to hide the space, and also integrate the some functional facilities. So this is the model showing the section. And the plan is the view. So this is the inside. So we also, with a lot of openings to create this visual connection along the reader's direction. Some exhibition space. This is also with resonance to some traditional Tibetan temple space, with this high post and with the skylight, to create this sort of religious atmosphere inside. And this is the space hidden inside the wall. And inside we create another sequence, like you can go up through the steps to the roof and enjoy the view to the outside. And material-wise, we used the stone and to make this masonry, and it's also connected to the local traditional this we call it mani dui in Tibetan. Basically, like they just put this stone in piles as a kind of religious worship element. So for us to put a stone like layer by layers for like a masonry, it has this metaphor and this religious meaning. So that's why we propose to use the stone for the wall. Also connected with this concept, like going around as a promenade. This is the section drawing and the model. It's still ongoing, this project. And the next topic with several projects is more about ontological thinking on architecture. So architecture as ideas, and thinking on the elements of architecture, like roof, wall, columns, planes. So like Semper made this, the 4 elements of architecture. It's a very profound thinking of the elements and their metaphor and the meaning. It's also related to the tectonic and the material you're going to use. Also, like the architectural system, what is interesting is like a domino system. Actually, there's a resemblance in a traditional Chinese timber architecture. This wooden frame also made of columns, and the walls are non-load bearing. So basically, the space is very flexible. So this comes the foundation for the following project. This is a museum. We call it Wall Museum, did in Huangshan area on the landscape. So the idea is about like to transform the roof and the wall like this. So from the traditional relationship to kind of making the roof disappear, so only the wall left. So we call it, the idea is like a museum without roof. So just like this sketch by Wu Cong about traditional Chinese architecture, like only defined by the roof and the platform. So this building, we want the space only defined by the wall. So this is the plan, cut in different height, so we can see the wall thickness is changing. This is the section. The model. The idea is to use the ramped concrete for making this building. Of course, we also thought about inside these walls, there's some space can be used as a. This is the rendering of the main inside space. The top view, the model, and also the drawing shows how the structure works. There's still structure inside, working with this ramped concrete. And the next one is a school, elementary school we did in Sichuan. This is a school. The idea is a school of roof and platform, thanks to the low FAR, the low density. So basically, we make this matte building, spread out. This only 2 levels of this main school building, and the idea is to using the patio to make this organization. It's a kind of evenly distributed plan. So it's a patio of non-hierarchy, and the idea is for this decentralization, sort of connected with the traditional Chinese city and this courtyard plan logic. And also resonance in this no-stop city. I think it's all about this decentralization. And this is the axonometric. You can see the roofscape and these patios, the courtyard, and the roof. We have different type of roof, and to generate different space inside the classroom with skylight, and also the courtyard connects the lower level and upper level with different type of circulation. And on the upper level, the courtyard next to our classroom, so the kids can come out easily. The scale is also kind of related to the traditional Chinese courtyard. And this top view, see the courtyard and the roofscape, and surrounded by the high density urban housing, so it becomes a kind of very unique environment for the school. And then we move to the Shenzhen, one of the fast urbanized high density city. Shenzhen only has 40 years of history next to Hong Kong. As you know, it's the kind of like the example of China's fast urbanization. But in Shenzhen, there are also some old part of the city. We call it Chengzhongcun, urban village, with this very high density condition. Basically, it's grow from the original a plot owned by the farmers. That's why they're so close to each other. And in this South China, with this hot climate, it generated a very special condition, this urban village. So this project is inside this urban village, somewhere here, which is here. You can see the in a very tight site condition, very high density. This is the site plan. So with 5 different plots, and we demolish some part and make a new one, and some part is existing to renovate. But the key is to keep the property ownership for each owner. That's very important. But the development is promoted by the government and developer. Basically, it's to rent the property and to change the program into the retails and some other community space. So this is the site before the renovation and intervention. So basically, the idea is that working with this cluster of several volumes on the ground level will create sort of a small urban block inside this site. So you can actually walk in to the courtyard inside, like a small alleys connecting streets on 2 sides. But on the section, we proposed this roof and supported by the columns. And the idea is to generate this free space on the second level, undefined space for the community use. It's a kind of to give the freedom for the users to define how to use this space by themselves. So it's like the urban village. You can see a lot of growth, from the users. So this is the finished building. We can see this roof supported by the columns to generate this space on the second floor. So on the section, we can see that inside, like the ground level, is the retail shops, and on the top is the undefined space by the users. This is inside, and on the top, we're showing this relationship. And in the middle, there's also a very old, small historical temple. We also keep it and becomes a community space. So this is inside of this small temple, and this is the top. So it generates some very interesting relationship between the old and new. You can see this roof underneath the roof. And so the users they can do a lot of different things on this level. This is very Shenzhen to me, very south of China. As at night, this is the street, the view. See this combination. Okay, and this is the last project I'm showing. This is a competition we won in Shenzhen, and which is a museum. It's a mangrove wetland museum in the heart of the Shenzhen city. You can see the next to the mangrove preserved area facing the Shenzhen Bay. So on this side is Hong Kong. So this is the city map. So it's showing the location of the project with the very high density urban surroundings. But this site is itself is a connecting node of the Shenzhen's urban ecological corridor. Basically, Shenzhen is having this connecting corridor, ecological corridor from mountain to the sea. They in the urban design they have several this corridor. So this project is connecting this corridor north-south to the coastline. This park. So it will become a very important connecting point for from the urban design perspective, and it's built on top of existing subway building. It's a urban infrastructure. So this is the side photo. You can see the actually it's underneath is the storage warehouse for the subway train. So the museum will be built on top of the existing roof. So the idea is to propose a roofscape horizontally and to connect the city and the nature, and also to generate a special image for the building. So like to create urban cultural mixed field under this undulated roof. That's the idea. So it's a museum, but it's also a very mixed program. So we conceive that not just a building, but also more like a urban cluster of many different blocks. And the building also has to work with the existing structure with this column grid. So we propose this vault roof profile to organize the space and different elements. This is the structural diagram. You can see the new building with the steel structure on top of the existing subway building. Also on the section, you can see this relationship. And for the museum building itself, the gallery exhibition space mainly on the second floor. So the idea is to integrate the most MEP system into the floor system, so to make the roof more free and the space is more clear inside the gallery. So sort of like from the elevation, it's like a platform and a framework on the top level. Some different views. This is the main entrance of the museum. This is the model of the lobby space. This is the exhibition space, the gallery space. So with the view to the city. And this is a lot of this outdoor space as a public urban space, and also the building can be penetrated from different direction. So the building is also a connecting passage for from the urban design perspective. Also works with the climate of Shenzhen are very hot, so providing this sunshade but ventilated space. So that's the main idea. Okay, I think that's the that's the image of this museum. It's still ongoing, this project. So I think through the projects you can see how we think about the design and how we work with the architecture. So for me, architecture is really like this haunted image for me. This is a building I saw in Bologna in Italy, sort of like a mystery. And so for me, architecture is really a chemistry of place, order, element making, and so on. So I will end the lecture with this drawing I made years ago, also a poem I wrote. The past embraces the future contains the past, rediscovering in the ruins of memory, projecting the future with imagination. Thank you very much.